I got your bitch. Sitting on the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting on the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting on the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. They are to be ashamed. Sitting on the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting on the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting on the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Look at here. There you go. They're out here sharing marijuana. Look at here. There you go. The same old nasty ass people from last week.
Live from the BiffNet Studios World Headquarters in Spring, Texas, it's Barry on Deck, hosted by former ESPN Houston radio host and stand-up comedian Barry Laminack, starring Oliver the Cat, written by Barry Laminack, produced by Barry Laminack, directed by, you guessed it, Barry Laminack, featuring sports, entertainment, special guests, film sessions, and some drinking. Okay, a lot of drinking. Viewer discretion is advised. And now, here's your host, Barry Laminack.
What's up, you damn dirty deckheads? Welcome to Barry on Deck. I am your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for being here. I feel like that intro took longer than normal. Today is Tuesday, December 10th, 2024. And this is episode number 878 of Barry on Deck. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the program. Hello. Hey. Hi. How you doing? All right. I'm good. I hope you are. Hope you're having a good day. As usual, mine's busy, productive. Hoping that I get everything done I'm supposed to ahead of the rest of the week. Excited about the rest of the week. If you live in the Houston area and you are a Usual Suspects fan, then boy, do I have good news for you. Starting tomorrow through Friday, carrying over into Monday, I'll be filling in with one Joseph L.W. Blake. I don't know if that's his initials. I always just made that up. Joseph is not his name. I don't even know if Joseph is actually a real name. I just made that up one day just to get under his skin. And then I just kept using it. Even when we were no longer trying to get under each other's skin. It just kind of stuck. So yeah, I'll be with my buddy Joel. I know he hates it. So I'll be with him starting tomorrow through Friday and then on Monday. So looking forward to it. I'm very excited. I love my buddy Joel. So we're going to have a good time doing that. Don't worry, Barry. I read 97.5's community guidelines for their chat. Should be civil and insightful. Yeah. I guarantee you I will not be in that one. That's for sure. What up to Aaron J. Bryant and my sweet Donna and Keith on YouTube. Along with Walt. What up, Walt? Jared Taylor checking in on the Twitches along with Jesus. What up, Jesus? Jared said, doing dope. Is it Thursday already? Do my ears deceive me? No, sir. No, sir, they do not. We're doing dope on the corner today. We're sitting on the goddamn corner doing dope. Because it's the last show of the week. That's why we're sitting on the corner doing dope. It's the last show of the week, technically. So that's usually when we play it. So what's up to you? What up to Flip and Uriel, PP Dubs? What's up, big dog? Captain Pope's in early. What up, homie? He's like, where's Total Dallas? Bro. What up, old man in Seattle? He's in early. Covering blocked puns. Oh, Donna said, he hates that. You're talking about Joel, my bad. What up, Jeff? Good to see you, buddy. Let's see. What up, Doc? Dr. Dre 290's in early. Alex Villanueva's here. Heartthrob. What up, big dog? Thank you for the 69. I like. Heartthrob said day 2 of the northern flatlands of Salina, Kansas. Is it Sunday yet? I'm ready to be at NRG. Jesus said, so pick 'em today. Yes, we're doing pick 'em today. We're doing the results from pick 'em today, and we're going to pick our next matchup. Unfortunately, it's going to be super early. So we're just going to have to go with it. So it's whatever, right? Dre said, I love the end of the game. Dre, you know what? I thought about you last night. Jeff said, I think I hurt his feelings. Hurt whose feelings, Jeff? Whose feelings did you hurt? Jeff Bell, why are you hurting people's feelings? Stop that. I thought about you, Dr. Dre on 290. Dre, I thought about you as soon as the block punt happened. I thought of two people. I thought of Spoon because one, we had another blocked field goal. And ever since I told Spoon that Kansas City's just getting lucky because that shit never happens, it seems like there's just been nothing but blocked field goals. Because then he reminds me of them every time. Oh, no blocked field goal. No block. I'm like, I know. Okay, fucker. Was it Oxman's Razor? Is that what it's called? Isn't that what it's called? Occam's Razor? Occam's Razor. Occam's Razor. Yeah. No, what is it? No, what is it? What is it called when you see something? No, Occam's Razor is this guiding principle of logic exhorting us to keep things as simple as possible. What is the thing when you see something and then you always see it? What's that effect called? What is it called when you buy a car and then see it everywhere? What's the thing called? Oh, Bader-Meinhof phenomenon. I was way off. I remember that name though, the Bader-Meinhof phenomenon. That's what it was. But that's, you buy the car, like you buy a brand new car, and then everywhere you go, you see that car. That's what's happening. Well, we made a big to-do of the blocked field goal with the Chiefs, and now can't stop seeing blocked field goals. Well, last night when the punt got blocked, of course I thought of Spoon, but I also thought of Dr. Dre on 290. Because nobody, and I mean nobody, loves to hate watch the Cowboys more than Dr. Dre on 290. He loves to hate watch this fucking team. I mean, he grudge fucks with his eyes this squad every week. I feel like he furiously, angrily masturbates. Wow, it's like cries a little. And he's like, this is how he gets out his anger. It's like this just release of all of the bad things. Like he's just yelling at his ding dong. He's like, hey, you! Ah! He probably named his penis Ezekiel or Dakota. And he's just, fuck you. America's dick my ass. It's too far. He hate watches this team so much. And I'm like, what? Do you need to pick a new team, bro? You hate this team so much. Why do you root for them? But I did think of him. I was like, oh my God, Dre is celebrating a loss for his team again. It's crazy. It's crazy. I ain't gonna lie though. I'm not gonna lie, Dre. As much shit as I'm talking to you right now, I get it, buddy. That's me and the Aggies. It's me and the Aggies. I mean, I named my penis Reveille. And I do the same thing. I'm just grudge fucking watching the Aggies. I'm just like, I named my dick the 12th man. And this is the 12th hand. And then I just, gig 'em! Aggies! Cowboys. Oh, it makes me so mad. God, it makes me so mad. So as much as I'm talking shit to you, I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. Except the only thing is like when the Aggies score a touchdown, I don't kiss it. Because that's, tradition. You're supposed to kiss. I don't do that. I can't. If I could, I still wouldn't. But I can't. You guys are gross. You guys are disgusting. Okay. So we're going to get into that. We got a lot of shit to talk about today. I got some sports headlines for you. We're going to talk some Monday Night Football. You got your NFL Week 14. We got to get into a whole lot to get into. Lane Kiffin was talking about something I want to talk about today. And we'll do some fantasy. We got to go through your fantasy scores. We got to talk about our matchup of the week last week and your matchup of the week this week. And we'll maybe, if we have time, we'll look at the Laminator 5000 for last week and this week and whatever. Arthur said, I'm never watching another Aggie game after that. Well, don't worry. I'm going to ruin all of the college for you. Don't worry. Yeah. Oak State is next. Yeah. About to cowboy up these balls, brother. What up, Cisco? Good to see you. I can't believe I just did all of that in front of Jesus. Ugh. I feel dirty now. I feel dirty. My bad, Captain Pope. Let me back up. My bad. Captain Pope! Sir, thank you for the 300 bits. I did not forget. I was in the middle. I wanted to finish my thought. My dirty, nasty, disgusting. I'm sure Donna is just like, I hate you. Donna, you're so funny. I love you, Donna. Donna said, I'm just glad Cece is not here. She would be disgusted and then she would jump in and say some stuff that would be way funnier. She would. That's exactly. She would be like, I'm going to pray for you. That's disgusting. And then she would say something totally hilarious. So I wish she was here right now. Makes me sad. Oak State went 0-9 in conference this year. Take your shot. Yeah. How is that possible? How is it that Oak State goes 0-9 in conference after they're allowed to spend money above board? Mama Cece praying for me right now. Yeah, she is. My dick's name is Troy. He's a wiener. Nice. Okay, let me get back to Captain Pope. He had a question. He said, I always love when the questions, and thank you for the 300 bits, Captain Pope. Very much appreciated. It says, and I love when they start out with, hear me out. Hear me out. It says, hear me out, Barry. My Bengals have the Titans, the Browns, Broncos, and the Steelers left. We run the table. Finished 9-8. Does Burrow have a shot at the MVP? Okay, I'm not going to respond yet. I'm going to hear him out. It's a shame we have the best quarterback and wide receiver and won't make the playoffs. Old Lions with Stafford and Megatron vibes. Yes, that's very true. It does give me those vibes. It's giving Stafford Megatron, as the kids say. It's giving. I hate when people use that now. They don't even know like the origins of where it's from or why they're saying it. They just say it because they heard other people saying it. They don't even know why. They don't even know why. They just think it's cool. It's giving. You don't even know what it's from, do you, jackasses? Stop saying it because you don't even know why. It's giving shut the fuck up. She's actually working in Midland right now. Ooh. Heart thoughts that I'm hanging this phone up right now. What? Broncos beat the Bengals. Jeff's just talking shit on everybody. Yeah, okay. Let's start with the first part of the question. All right, let's start with the first part. Now, I want to address this. I'm going to start off by saying, first of all, thank you for the bits, the continued support, but you cannot buy a favorable answer. I'm going to be honest with you. Joe Burrow is not winning the MVP. It's not happening. I don't know if you watched football this weekend. I don't know if you saw what Josh Allen did. Josh Allen is winning the MVP. And if he doesn't win the MVP, it probably is going to be Sam Darnold. Facts. Especially after this weekend. So, and if they don't win it, and Philly keeps rolling, it's probably going to be Saquon Barkley. And Barkley might leapfrog Sam Darnold. In fact, let's look up current NFL MVP odds. Current odds. Let's see. Who do we want? Because I don't want to use ESPN. I hate them. They're just so just self-masturbatory with their shit. New York Times has something. They're going to make me log in, so fuck them too. Covers.com. What do they got?
Heck yeah!
Heck yeah! All right. Covers.com has something. Let's check that out. Chrome resize. Scooby-Doo-Boo-Boo Boppy. Bop-a-doo-bop-bop. Yeah, Total Dallas. Total Dallas says he resubscribed for 34 months. First of all, sir, thank you very much for your Earl Campbell resub, sir. Very much appreciated. Thank you very much. He said, I have Barkley first. Well, you would be wrong. However, here are your odds. Josh Allen is a minus 400 to win it all. Saquon Barkley is second at a plus 450. That's a bit surprising. I'm kind of surprised at that. I'm surprised Sam Darnold is a plus 5,000. I really am. I'm very surprised at that. I'm surprised he's behind. I mean, how the fuck is Patrick Mahomes a plus 4,000? And a plus to how? How is Sam Darnold behind him? Jared Goff, I get. He should probably be higher. Lamar Jackson? Ugh. I mean, okay. But I think what Sam Darnold is doing in Minnesota is pretty special. I think he's worthy of consideration. I think he should be in front of Patrick Mahomes. I mean, the numbers that this dude is putting up. Let's go take a look-see. And I don't know. Latest Emma, why is Tucker on the front page of ESPN? What? I don't even have an ESPN Plus, so I don't know what this is. I hate when they do that. They make you like, oh, and it's just gonna be some bullshit, ragtag, horse shit, rumor, nothing. All right, let's go NFL stats. Complete leaders. Burrow passed Geno Smith. Okay. There you go. Here's your complete passing leaders. Joe Burrow is 1. Geno Smith 2. Kirk Cousins is 3. Cousins needs to be benched. We could have that discussion. Baker Mayfield 4. Baker Mayfield? Okay. I'm just making up names now. Baker Mayfield. Stafford. Matthew Stafford 5. Sam Darnold 6. Ahead of Lamar Jackson. By 9 yards. Jared Goff is 8. Patrick Mahomes is 9. CJ Stroud 10. Josh Allen is 11. And I know what you're thinking. Josh Allen's 11. How is he the MVP? Well, just hang on there, buckaroo. Hang on there. Now, let's go titties. Okay. Joey Cool has 33. passing touchdowns. Lamar Jackson has 29. Baker Mayfield has 28, as does Sammy D. Jared Goff has 25. Josh Allen has 23. Jordan Love, Aaron Rodgers, and Patrick Mahomes. Okay? So again, Sam Darnold has more passing yards than Patrick Mahomes. And more touchdowns. Sam Darnold has thrown 10 interceptions. Okay? Burrow's only thrown 6. Lamar Jackson's only thrown 3. That's impressive. Darnold's thrown 10. Goff has thrown 10. All right, so Sam Darnold has more passing yards, more touchdowns, and the same amount of interceptions than Jared Goff. More yards, more touchdowns, and yet he's behind him. Now, again, Lions are a better football team. I get that by a game or so, and they're probably the best team in the NFL right now. So I get that. All right. Josh Allen only has 5 touchdowns. That's what's really impressive. I mean, interceptions. That man was an interception machine forever. Patrick Mahomes has 11 inties. 20 titties, but 11 inties. That's a lot. That's a lot for him. Of all of the cats that are in the running, he's got the most. He's got the most. Completion percentage. Lamar Jackson's completing 67%. Sam Darnold, 68.5%. Jared Goff, 72%. That's really good. Josh Allen, only 64%. And Patrick Mahomes, 68%. So Sam Darnold, 0.3 points higher again than Patrick Mahomes. Now, let's get on over here. Let's finish this up. Sacks wise, Mahomes has been sacked 35 times. Darnold has been sacked 40. Burrow 32. Josh Allen has been sacked 13 times. That is part of the reason why he's there. Lamar Jackson has been sacked 19. And finally, your QBR and your ratings. Josh Allen, 76.7. Joe Burrow, 74.1. Lamar Jackson, 73.8. And then Daniels, Murray, Purdy, Winston, Stafford, Hurts, Mahomes, Love, Goff, all the way down. Sam Darnold is 15 on that list. Mahomes is 10. Allen is 1. When it comes to quarterback rating, it goes Jackson, Goff, Darnold. So again, you've got to, what number do you use here? Because this has Jackson, Goff, Darnold. Patrick Mahomes is 17. So this really, you got to figure out which number are you using? Adjusted QBR, or are you using passer rating? I think I've made my case. Now, here's the big reason why Josh Allen is there. When you come to his stats, it's his rushing yards. It's the rushing. Dude has 80 carries, 416 yards, and 9 touchdowns. That's crazy. And that's why the man is going to win the MVP. So, Captain Pope. No. Joe Burrow's not even on the list. I mean, he's putting up hella numbers, but your team, you can't just finish one game above 500, because what that tells the voters is there's no value. You don't have much value if you're not winning. So Burrow has more numbers. Flip the records and Joe wins. Thank you for the 100 bits. Yeah, but that's the point. If you're not winning, where's your value? That's the thing. And you can't be, how much value do you have if your team's not winning? Let's see. Hold on. Mark G, I was agreeing with you when I said you and playoffs and I for fun. Oh. Jared Taylor said Josh Allen is MVP. Jared Taylor, Saquon runner-up. Walt said, I wonder if the Bengals record would be better if they had a running back like Mixon to eat clock to help keep the defense off the field. Oh, Trey said Saquon is MVP. We're gonna get to that. We've got something I do want to talk about. I want to talk about something. Lamar has been overvalued in this race all season. I do disagree with that. I don't believe he's been overvalued. He just has a good run game. It's not his fault. You know what I mean? Like that's not his fault that Derrick Henry, came out, set the world on fire. In fact, you haven't really been hearing much about Derrick Henry as of late. Let me see. Where's he at now in that race? Because he was, that was him and Saquon were 1-2 in that little race, and there was even discussions. Oh, he's putting a gap between them now. It's about 220 yards between them. That's a significant amount of yards. And look at the difference between second and third, 400. It's pretty significant. Pretty significant. Man, look at Jahmyr Gibbs averaging 5.7 a carry. Imagine if he wasn't running in a two-headed monster. What that guy would be doing. But Henry has more touchdowns. So, they're averaging about the same. Just less carries. But too, when you're having to play from behind, because that Baltimore defense has just been trash. Not trash, but they have not been great. Not been great. Let me see here. Let's go team at defense. Points allowed. Baltimore giving up 24 a game. Yeah. Sometimes when you got to outscore, you can't really just run the ball. Philly has that luxury. They're only giving up 18 a game. You can run the ball more. They are talking about selling Tucker high. Okay. What's up, Perry? Good to see you, brother. Sam Darnold is weighed down by the rep of his own early career performances. It doesn't matter. That shouldn't matter. None of that should matter. Absolutely none of that should matter. None of that should matter. What should matter is, what is this team doing? The Vikings are putting up 26 points a game. You go and look at the standings. Let's see. The Vikings are 11-2. They're second best record in the NFC, tied with the Eagles. They're a plus 99. Like this dude should be in the conversation. Just absolutely the expectations coming into this. Just like they went out and drafted, like no one expected Sam Darnold to be doing what he's doing. Nobody. And if you say you did, you're a liar. There's value in that. There's value in what he did. What's this crazy looking thing? Oh, the filter. He's got them, second, third in the... Oh, they're fifth. Oh, that's right, because they're not winning the division. Yeah. No, there are only 3 teams with double-digit wins in the NFC, and they're one of them. Only 2 teams with 11 wins, 2 with 12 in all of football. That matters, man. Even Buffalo doesn't have 11 wins. I don't know. All right, let's get to our headlines, and then we'll get into some other stuffy. Plus, Darnold's with the Jets. Can't measure that against real development. Yeah. All right. Lane Kiffin says that the crammed college calendar is a, quote, dumb system. I tend to agree with him. All right. If you missed it, let me pull up the quote for you. And what he's talking about is the fact that right now, players are allowed to enter the transfer portal. As we go into bowl season, players that are unhappy with their playing time, players that are looking to get out of a program that's down in the doldrums or, not doing well, or maybe they're sick of it or their coach is leaving and they want to go somewhere else too, or whatever. They are allowed now to enter the transfer portal before the bowl games. And Lane Kiffin came out and called the current setup a dumb system. And he wasn't referring to the playoff selection process. It says, quote, let's see. He was outspoken about his team. Another powerhouse Southeast Conference is getting left out of the college football playoff. It came on the heels of several coaches having to squeeze National Signing Day into a week of preparation for conference championship games. We just try to make the best of the situation, Kiffin said during a video conference call for coaches headed to the Gator Bowl. It really is a dumb system. Quote, just think if the NFL was getting ready for the AFC, NFC playoffs, postseason, and players are in free agency already. It's a really poor system, but we just try to manage the best we can through it, and hopefully someday it'll get fixed. He's got a point. It's bad enough that you have kids that are like, nah, I ain't playing. I'm getting ready for the NFL, son. I'm done. I'm not playing in the Tax Slayer Bowl. I don't give a shit. Oh, what am I going to get? Oh, you're going to give me a copy of TurboTax? Oh, yay. I get TurboTax on a thumb drive and a spiral notebook. One of them clicky pins with 4 colors on the side, the red, the blue, the green, and the black, with a little white ball on the end. I don't give a shit about that. I don't want that. I'm going to the NFL, son. So that sucks for them already that they're having to deal with that, which, I don't blame those kids for doing that. And I'm sure those coaches don't. But that is a reality of it, that they deal with that. So then you're dealing with that already. And then you have kids that transfer out. And you can't use them. And then you got kids that are transferred in. And there's, you're really not recruiting and adding. And if you're adding anybody, they're not playing in the games. You ain't got time. This is all for next year. He said, think about what we're talking about, or what Diaz just had to address. A quarterback going into the portal. Just think about what we're talking about. That the season's not over yet, and there's a free agency window open. Just think of, Given also said his quarterback, senior Jackson Dart, is planning to play in the Gator Bowl. 16th ranked Rebels, though, could have some starters opt out. Blue Devils go to the regular season with 3 consecutive wins. The more we win, the warmer the postseason destination. So it says from let's see, he completed the same day. Blah, blah, he led due to the program. From our standpoint, we adjust. Diaz said. He's talking about Kiffin's comments came after first-year Duke head coach Manny Diaz confirmed that starting quarterback Malik Murphy had entered the transfer portal, leaving Henry Bellin and Grayson Loftus to start the January 2nd bowl in Jacksonville. Diaz said, from our standpoint, this is the new normal. We're not doing, what we're not doing right now is we're not on the road recruiting. We're not on the road babysitting our commits who, up until this year, were signing on the 3rd Wednesday of December. Look, I think they make great points. And it's I think that, it makes it difficult. But in all honesty, do they want to go out and win? Yeah. Does this matter? Yeah. You caught that, Jared? Does it Do these games matter? No one gives a shit about these games. I mean, honestly, we talked about this yesterday when people were like, I don't care if LSU is playing in this, in the Pool and Weed Eater Bowl or whatever. But you should still play the games because they do matter. And they matter for recruiting. So you still want to go out and show well. You still want to go out and win. You still want to go out and perform well. You don't want to get the doors blown off. But you kind of have a built-in excuse if it happens. You kind of can go out and be like, well, everybody just walked away, bro. Everybody transferred or nobody wanted to play. Everybody's worried about getting hurt. So we just played a bunch of freshmen. It was just a warm-up game. So, yeah, that's, that's what it ends up being. What? What does that mean, Dre? Henry Bell End? I don't know what that means. Aaron's got a point. Aaron said, it's been like this for the last few years. Why is he crying now? I mean, I think that it probably he's bitched about it. He just got asked about it now in this particular moment. And so he said what he has probably said in the past. There's no doubt he has said it before. I'm sure of it. What does this say? Oh, Downtown Dana Brown only said they'll listen to offers on anybody. And now it's Tucker. So I mean, I'm sure this has been addressed. But I do agree. It's a flawed system in that regard. There's no reason that you couldn't open the transfer portal after the playoffs. It doesn't make sense. It just does not make sense. Why are you letting kids transfer during bowl season? That's stupid. It just really, there's no, I mean, what's the logic? I'd love to hear it. So Dal said bowls can help your early rankings for next year, and where you start is important. Not really. Where you start isn't as important as where you end. Oh, Henry Belland. Oh, gotcha. My bad. I was like, what? Gotcha. I was like, what the hell is you talking about? I've been stuck in the transfer portal all season. What up, Rob? Good to see you, pimp. Clarence and I remember when me and Dre went to the Texas Bowl when Brian Kelly was coming in the next season for LSU. Some of the team transferred. Some of them were going to the NFL, and LSU had a poor showing in that game. It happens a lot. It happens a lot. It's a problem. It's been a problem. The bowls have, the bowls don't have the same, they don't have the same, it doesn't have the same desire for some of these kids. I mean, it's just some of these kids, man, it's more important to go to the NFL. And can you blame them? If you put yourself in that position, I don't blame them. I really don't blame them. So, and it's been like this for, better part of a decade, but whatever. He's got a point. All right, let's move on. Eagles head coach Nick Sirianni has said that A.J. Brown was not targeting Jalen Hurts with his comment that hurts. Words hurts. A.J. Brown. He said he doesn't believe Brown was pointing fingers at Hurts with his post-game comments on Sunday about the passing game. If you didn't hear, Sirianni said, I didn't take it that way. You can do anything and spin it any way. I took it as we want to get better at our passing attack. AJ is part of the passing attack, and so we all want it to be better. Let me sum it up for you. AJ Brown is frustrated. AJ Brown wants the ball. AJ Brown didn't get a target until damn near the end of the second quarter in this game. What A.J. Brown has to understand is that the Eagles are a running team now. They have the best running back in the NFL on their team. They have a potential MVP running the football on their team. Guess what, homie? You're a running team now. Just like Baltimore is. Just like Baltimore is. Sucks, doesn't it? You know who doesn't bitch and moan? Running backs when it's a passing attack. You don't see running backs like, how come I don't get to carry the ball 8,000 goddamn times? That's something you rarely hear, if at all. In fact, I can't think of a time that I've heard somebody say like, this running back's mad. I want the ball more. It's usually receivers. It's usually a diva receiver. Now, I'm sure there's been times, but I cannot think of one off the top of my dome. So, sorry, bro. That's what your offense is. That's what you do now. And is it beautiful? No. Yeah, I get it. He had 100 and something yards passing and 2 touchdowns. You're winning. Didn't Jared Taylor said, didn't Mixon just do that just this season? No, Mixon was mad because they couldn't fucking run the ball because the offensive line was trash. That's why he was mad. He's slamming the ball down the same reason CJ Stroud was slamming the ball down, because they could not do anything, because they literally, the entire offensive line was a goddamn turnstile. And I'd be mad too. That's a different kind of not running the ball. We're not running the ball because we fucking can't. God damn it, coach, we can't run the ball. I know, because these guys fucking suck. That's what that was, I believe. I could be wrong. But body language at least said as much. Yeah, I mean, Joe Mixon's a captain on that team. He wasn't a captain at first. He was voted captain several weeks in. I think they pick captains after so many games. They pick more captains, and he was picked as a captain. Nobody's gonna, like, AJ Brown ain't getting picked as a captain now. Talking about, I want the damn ball. Throw me the damn ball and make me a captain while you're at it. You know what I mean? No, Joe Mixon is 1,000% about team. He's 1,000% about winning. They love that dude. They love that dude in that locker room. I think he was just frustrated because he was having so much success early, and then the passing game was non-existent, which made the offense one-dimensional, which made defenses just load up the box and key in on him, and then he was unable to do shit. I mean, you can only do so much, man. That's what I saw, anyways. Yeah, Joe Burrow said, shit, no running back say, think I got to get a break. Exactly. Clarence said they'll push their way down the field if you give them a choice. Yo, what up, Mina? Mina said, sup, B. You hear the Twins are shopping Craig's contract. They want out of it. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. Alex Villanueva, Tunsil's C on his uniform stands for cash. I don't want to say what it could stand for. I hate when my box gets loaded. You're so gross, Joe Pro. You're so damn disgusting. But here was something interesting about this, right? So that's what was said. And then what came out was, so it says Jalen and AJ are both really outstanding people and both really outstanding players. Where'd it go? After the game, a terse Brown said passing was what the offense needs to improve on, and that there's not too much conversation between he and Hurts during the game to troubleshoot when the passing game isn't fully clicking. And to that point, while addressing those comments during a radio appearance on Monday, defensive end Brandon Graham suggested that Hurts and Brown aren't tight the way they once were. Quote, "The person that's complaining needs to be accountable," Graham said. Quote, "I don't know the whole story, but I know that Hurts is trying and Brown could be a little better with how he responds to things. They were friends before this, but things have changed, and I understand that because life happens. But it's the business side that we have to make sure the personal doesn't get in the way of the business." Interesting. And all that came out, and then, they just fucking rewound it all and backtracked all that shit. Graham later told ESPN he was reacting to the video circulating of Brown's comments and assumed it was something that it wasn't, adding that he planned on apologizing to both Brown and Hurts for his comments. Eagles, what is you doing, baby? They're a mess. They're winning, but they're a mess. Remember earlier this year when everyone made a big deal that Jalen Hurts didn't have Sirianni's back at a press conference? And then it was like, no big deal. They're winning. I tell you what. I'm hearing voices. With all that shit going on, you can really, really make the case for Saquon Barkley for MVP. He's keeping this goddamn team together. Otherwise, it could be imploding on itself, or would be imploding on itself. Why do I keep hearing voices? Is my wife home listening to TV in the other room? Because I keep hearing voices. What is happening to my goddamn house, people? Joseph said you hear the boogeyman from the rest stop. Are you strapped? I stay strapped, Joe Pro. Stay strapped. Now, you want to hear something really interesting? Really interesting? Oh, but wait, there's more. AJ coming for me? AJ Brown? Nah. Here's where it got interesting. By the way, what's up, RBD Sports? Here's where it got real interesting. Check this out. Donovan McNabb tweeted something out and said, quote, Donovan McNabb on AJ Brown's frustrations with Jalen Hurts. It's two grown men. If you got an issue, you come to me. Let's not go through the media, because now it blows up and let's see, hold on. What the hell is this? Oh shit. That's some shit I got to print, because now it blows up and now what you said is out there in front of everybody. So it's two grown men. If you got an issue, you come to me. Let's not go through the media, because now it blows up and now what you said is out there in front of everybody, right? That's what that was. Where the fuck? Oh. Which is great, because Terrell Owens quote tweeted that and said, now this is interesting. Coming from you. not how I interpreted it, but funny thing is, I agree with you on the idea of if you have issue with someone that you go to them and not the media. But here's the thing. I never had an issue with you, but it's known that you had an issue with me. So maybe you should have taken your advice here. Oh, yeah. And we might have won Super Bowl 39, but that's another story for another day. Fucking T.O. out here pulling cards. Oh, shit. That's hilarious. Hashtag just my 2 cents. Number 317. You gave yours. I'm giving mine. Oh my God. That's so funny. Hey, F Mitchell 84. Thanks for sharing. Yo, that's hilarious. Who's F Mitchell 24? I don't know who that is. I don't know. Yeah, I that's like, that's crazy. That's crazy. Wow. Like, I love it. I love it. CC, like, what's up, CC? Here's the thing. If you think that guys like Terrell Owens are going to forget the shit that you did when y'all played, he ain't never gonna forget. Never. Barry said T.O. definitely a real housewife of the NFL. 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%. Donna said too much drama. Yeah, way too much drama. But guys like that, guys like T.O., Ocho Cinco to a lesser degree, but still, those are just guys that are like, they just wait. They just wait for you to come out and make a comment like that and be like, oh, so you want to hop on Twitter and talk shit like that, huh, bro? You was the one that was yapping like a chihuahua to the media. Bitch. That's exactly what he did. That's hilarious. I'm here for it. That's too goddamn funny. Hilarious. All right, couple more. Donna, don't be snitching, Donna. Donna, what happens in hour number 1 stays in hour number what? Donna out here snitching. Damn it. I told her that was called Terrell Receipts Owens. Sources are saying that Cowboys DeMarvion Overshawn tore multiple ligaments. Multiple. ACL, MCL. Let's see. Where is it? Hold on. He tore his ACL, his MCL, his PCL. He tore his UCLA. He tore his NFL. He tore his ACLU. He tore a lot. It was a lot. Why am I hearing voices? What the fuck am I hearing? Am I hearing a video playing in this motherfucker? Like, I'm going crazy. I really think I'm going crazy. He's tore his TDL. His CDL. Yeah. His PB&J. It sucks. It does suck, man. And that's, man, it's so bad. Yeah, Clarence said the hits keep coming for Dallas. It's so bad that you see the other headline. It's so bad that the Panthers are actually favored against the Cowboys next week. They're actually favored against the Cowboys next week already. Let me pull up the schedule. Now, the line will shift. I'm sure everybody is jumping on that like, oh, yeah, give me. I'll take it. It may have changed already. They'll show us what the line opened at. But that's how bad it is now. Let's see. Ah, yes, I see you know your judo well. Ah, yes. Get your hands off my penis! Let's see. Bam! Oh my God, it's gotten worse. It opened. The Panthers opened at minus 1.5 favorites. They are now 2.5 point favorites. Yeah, Clarence said Panthers almost beat the Eagles, literally one drop away. Listen, Bryce Young has been balling, folks. This is Democracy Manifest. Bryce Young has been balling. Don't get it twisted, people. Don't let the smooth taste fool you, okay? Ever since the young man has come back, he's played a lot better. I mean, all things considered. He had almost 300 against the Bucks. 263 against the Chiefs, and that was a 30-27 game. Took the Bucks to OT, almost beat Philla. Took the Giants to OT and won. Beat the Saints. It didn't fare well against Denver, but Denver's actually a good team. Were they looking good early? No, but you know what? Maybe that little time off, recalculating, like a GPS, it might have done him some good because ever since he came back, he's been playing pretty well. I still don't believe in him, Clarence. Clarence said, I told y'all believe in Bryce. Nah. I'm good. Pretty well is not great. Pretty well is not number one draft pick worthy. He's playing just good enough to lose. Not get blown out. I mean, but they are a favorite now. There's probably not odds set for these other games yet. Nah, not yet. But so that's the odds, and the matchup predictor says the Cowboys should win. So probably expect your boy to get down on that 2.5. Matter of fact, I don't know. I have to see what the Laminator 5000 says. I might run those numbers real quick before this show's over. Anyways, wanted to bring that to your attention. So let's talk some Dallas Cowboys, Cincinnati Bengals. Goodness gracious, above and below. AJB said they're going to beat my Falcons the last week of the season. Well, AJB, let me tell you something, man. Let's talk about your Falcons. I mean, we're going to talk about Monday Night Football, but we're going to address your Falcons too. Because I think it's time to bench Kirk, but we'll get to it. Let's get into this Bengals Cowboys game since it's fresh. Fresh. It is. There's no way to sugarcoat it. Just like the Chiefs are finding ways to win, It seems like the Cowboys are finding ways to lose. And last night was no exception. And look, the Bengals have been tough luck losers. They needed a break, and they got one. And the game started off fun, started off looking good. And I got to be honest with you, I've been a little impressed, and I don't know why I mean, I shouldn't be shocked because I knew, I mean, we've seen it already, but Cooper Rush has been somewhat impressive. And they were on the broadcast. All he does is win. Okay. He was 2-2. He's lost as many as he's won. He was 500 coming in. But I saw somebody say, excuse me. Yeah. I saw somebody say, and sorry, my nose is itching like crazy. It's like real dry. Being in that cold weather, I'm not used to it, man. Drying my nose out. It's a real dry. It hurts. I saw somebody say, why is this rule, the rule needs to be changed? Why do you get a new set of downs just for recovering it if you still recovered it short of the first down marker? And it's because on a punt, if you touch the ball, it's a turnover. No matter where you touch it at, past the first down marker or before. Unfortunately. That game was tied 2020 with a minute, 50 left or some shit like that. Yeah, minute 50 left. And it sucks because that whole thing spins on a dime. The Cowboys go from making a great special teams play to now, and they go from making a great special teams play and the Bengals being the Bungles and getting a punt blocked to now all of a sudden we're like, well, Cowboys gonna cowboy. And they're dogs going into play Carolina. But had they gotten the ball and Cooper Rush led them down to a game-winning field goal, because trust and believe, all you were going to need was to get 20 yards or so for Brandon Aubrey. You just needed to get to the tip of the star. Just the tip, baby. Just the tip. That's the difference. And instead now, the Cowboys are 5-8 instead of 6-7. And that sounds a lot different. So I heard them say something on the broadcast that, but despite their records, both teams are playing really hard for these coaches. And I hope that's the case. And it sucks. I kind of feel bad for the Cowboys in a lot of ways. They've been without some star players, several star players in this rotation of injuries all season. And this is hard to overcome that. And now, granted, everybody has injuries. Everybody is missing stars. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure the Texans are like, oh, yeah, we feel real bad for you. We'd love to have Stephon Diggs back. They had to, they didn't get Stephon Diggs, and they had to go without Nico Collins. And at one point, there was both of them. And so, you're not going to get any sympathy from anybody. The Saints feel the same way. Well, cry me a river. But I think there's something to that look, they talked about this defense was finally, getting some of its stars back too. Because that really is the difference in this game. Cowboys played well enough to win. Let's see something here. Box score. And that's the unfortunate part, is that all people will do is shit on them and talk shit about them. And look, an L is an L is an L. Cooper Rush was 16 of 31 for 183 yards. He threw 2 touchdowns. He had an inty. But Dowdle went for 131, averaged 7.3 a carry, which is fantastic. They put up 156 on the ground. That's really good. CeeDee Lamb had a fantastic touchdown catch early in the game. Bengals were rolling early in the game as well. I mean, Burrow went 369, 3 touchdowns and an interception. And here's the thing. I mean, they only had 74 yards rushing, and 58 of that was Chase Brown. 14 of it was the Jamar Chase run. So you could subtract that, and it was Chase Brown and his 58 yards. And the rest of this was just blah, blah, blah. So, I mean, technically they had 58 yards. I don't really want to count that Jamar Chase run. So it was really a one-dimensional offense by the Bengals. A hell of a dimension. A hell of a duo. And Joe Burrow, I mean, he picked that Dallas defense apart in many ways. But they were in it. They had a chance to win the game. All they have to do, even if they don't block the punt, go down and kick a field goal, they win. You block the punt and recover it, you're definitely winning. Because they would have recovered that at the 42-yard line. Their own end. Their own 42. Or no, I'm sorry, the Bengals 42. So it's not like they got blown out. It wasn't a bad showing. And that's the thing. It wasn't like, this wasn't 27-3. This wasn't Bama OU. CC said this morning they were comparing Jerry Jones to June debate Biden, and I didn't agree. Now, I'm not a big Jerry Jones guy. I think he's probably the worst thing that has happened to the Cowboys recently. I just do. And that's just my opinion. But, I mean, it's the same thing with Mike McCarthy. I'm not a huge Mike McCarthy fan. I don't think that he's not my favorite coach. However, you can't knock 12-5, 3 seasons in a row in the NFL? That's hard to do. I don't care who you are. And fat Jason Garrett. Yeah, Old Man Seattle said the punt has different rules than a place kick. Yeah, I get it. No, I get it. I mean, I know the rules. I'm just saying that guy said that. I understand the rules. I get it. And Clarence said it's an exchange. I understand the rules. I'm saying what that dude said. I think touching it is not necessarily a true exchange. It's a touch, but it's not an exchange. An exchange, it's not a possession. To me, an exchange would be possession. Nonetheless, you hate to see a team lose on something like that. But them's the rules. Parsons just walks off field, bad look. Can't disagree with that either. But you know what, Jeff? I don't disagree with you. But I understand the level of frustration. The Cowboys, imagine how frustrated that guy is. Imagine how frustrated a lot of those guys are. this was a team coming into this season that a lot of us thought they were a playoff team. I mean, you say what you want, but they were a playoff team. They very well should have been a playoff team. And it just hasn't panned out like that. And they've had some bad breaks. They've had some awful injuries. They've had a ton of things go wrong. And not to mention, and this has been brought up a ton of times, but they have to deal with a shit ton of off-the-field distractions in Jerry's world constantly. So you take everything else and then you compound it with that and the pressure of playing in Dallas, it would get frustrating. Yo, God, Joe Pro. That's a really good comparison in that regard, dude. It is, though, Dre. It's a very good comparison. No, I disagree with you, Dre. It's a really good comparison. Joe Pro said Parsons is like Mike Trout with the Angels, wasted years. It's a really good comparison. Dre countered with Trout has been injured the last 4 years. It doesn't matter. Trout's been there the entirety of his career. What about the rest of the years? His healthy years were wasted too. That's the whole point, though, Total Dallas. Total Dallas said it's too early for that Joe Pro still on a rookie contract. That's why you're wasting him. Because now you're going to have to pay him, which is going to fuck with your salary cap. You should be taking advantage of him on a rookie contract. But it's tough, man. If it was that easy, everybody would do it. It's easier for you and I to talk about it. It sucks to be the Cowboys, though. It really does right now. It hurts. Love hurts. Love stings. Let's run through some scores. That Lions-Packers game. Dan Campbell biting kneecaps and risking it all. Risking it for the biscuit. Lions are going to be trouble. But you know what? I'm going to say it right now. It's going to be goddamned hilarious. And I mean goddamned hilarious when they get bounced in the playoffs. I said it. Mark it, book it, write it down. I'll say it again if you want to clip it full screen right here. It's going to be, here, let me put this so it's week 14. Week 14. It's going to be hilarious. As well as the Lions have played all season when they get bounced in the playoffs. Probably won't be to the title game. NFC title game. But damn. That's going to be funny. Will it happen? Did somebody just time me out?
Total Dallas.
My name is Jeff. That's the Nate said, why you hating on America's team? What? Why am I hating on the Lions? Trey said Parsons has been here only 3 years. Lions gonna lion. Old man Seattle said, I fear the Lions draw the Packers or the Vikings, and that would be the end of the line. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Like, look, that's all it takes is you get a draw like that. And these are teams that are capable of beating them. These are teams that are capable. They're not better. They're not better than the Lions. I am not prepared to sit here and tell you that the Vikings are a better team than the Detroit Lions. I'm not prepared to tell you that. They're not. The Lions, I feel like the Lions might be, I mean, offensively, they might be the most talented team in the NFC for sure. Let's scroll. Let's just let's see here. I hate you so much when you do this. Hold on, let me just do this out so I can get to the standings. I hate you, bitch. Who's got a better offense? Oh, not Philly. Nope. No, Washington, not Dallas, not New York, not Minnesota, not Green Bay, not Chicago, not Tampa. Well, Tampa can score, but they can't score with Detroit. Not Atlanta, not New Orleans, not Carolina. I mean, New Orleans for like 1 week. Not Seattle, not the Rams, not Arizona, not San Francisco. There's no offense better than Detroit. But there are defenses, I think, that are better than Detroit's. And I think that's where the tricky part comes in. Because once you get into the playoffs, look at let's see. Yeah, so I could have just done that shit. Lions scoring 32 a game. Washington second closest at 28.9 a game. Defensively, damn, Detroit's allowing 18 a game. I stand corrected on that. Detroit's defense are all in wheelchairs. 18 a game is solid. That's real solid. But here's the thing. Philly's defense is good. Minnesota's defense is good at 18.5. So here's the thing. Tampa is the one team that beat Detroit, right? Let's see. Hold on. Oh, wait, that's Denver. That was the wrong one. Yep. The Bucks. Yeah, the Bucks early. Look at Mark. And remember, there's no Aiden Hutchinson either. So let's see. Who do they got? They caught the Bucks early when the Bucks were better. Arizona is good. Seattle's good. They've really, other than Tennessee and Jacksonville, and I mean, there's no layups. This schedule for Detroit is a pretty stout schedule, honestly. I mean, Dallas now, we know what. Was Dak in that game? Was Dak playing there's a number of field goals in that. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Oh, was that the injury game? Or was that? Yeah, I don't remember. I think that might have been the injury game. Oh. Remember when the Saints were the best team on the planet in week 2? Pepperidge Farms remembers. Yeah. So, look, here's the point I wanted to make. Okay? This is just the point I wanted to make. And then we're going to get through some more scores here because we're going to get bogged down. I'm going to take a break real quick. Pee. My point is this. Offensively, Detroit can get it. Detroit can score. We just saw that. Best offense in the league. 32 a game. Right? But the teams that they're going to match up with, Philly, Minnesota, Green Bay. Look at that. 26, 26, and 26. They can still put up points. And what they can also do, though, is they can match them defensively. Detroit giving up 18 a game. So is Philly. So is Minnesota. And that's where I think you could see something happen. You could see Detroit get bounced. They're going to have home field advantage. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. I think not having Aiden Hutchinson, that's a big deal. That sucks. Skitty said, and they're allowing 18 a game against teams that are trying to constantly catch up. Good point, Skiggity. Good point. Lions should be in the Super Bowl. Should have been in the Super Bowl last year. Yep. Oh, true that. True that. In fact, we talked about it. Last year I said, look, or maybe it was the beginning of this year when I was doing the preview. I said, it won't surprise me if they make the Super Bowl because they're taking a typical path that you see these teams take. They're going down that path of, you see them, Joe Pro! Thank you for the 303 bits, buddy! Yes, sir. We're doing private things in private places today, my friend. Private hour. Patreon members only. Yeah, buddy. If you're a Patreon member, we're going to do a private show. The link is going to be posted on Patreon. I'm going to do it from 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock. Actually, I might do it from, it'll be 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock. We're going to do it 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock. So we're going to have an extra hour today. So yes, Patreon members, 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock. 1 extra hour of this show. Really big show. Why is this doing that? That should not be there. Now that's going to drive me crazy. Now I have to move it. Over. It's going to piss me off. I'm going to put that right there. It's a little better. Let's try it one more time. Boop. Yeah, that'll work. All right. BOD after hours. So I mean, we talked about it. They made that progression, right? They were losing. They drafted well. They made the trade for Goff. They got into the playoff. They got a good coach. Then they got into the playoffs, got bounced, but got some experience. Got a little further in the playoffs. And they were getting better this whole time, still drafting well, and then should have advanced, right? They looked like a Super Bowl caliber team last year. And so that's why it's expected that they're this good this year. It's not surprising. So it won't surprise me if they get in, but it's going to be hilarious when they get bounced. And I say win. I don't know for sure. But the Vikings and the the Eagles have hella defenses, so it's very possible. And the Packers do too. Boy, we're not going to review the Jags-Titans game. Jesus Christ. Titan Hugo, tell me you didn't watch this thing. Tell me you didn't sit through this. Oh my God. The Jags waited until the fourth quarter to do anything. Goodness gracious. Let's take a look at the box score, shall we? My God. Ugh. Titans at Will Levis had a ugh. Oh my God. Ugh. Yep, that's all I needed to see. That's about it of that. Don't really need to cover much more of that. Perry said the Saints game was just as bad. Yeah, Saints-Giants, 14-11. Really not much we need to talk about there. Dolphins-Jets in overtime. Interesting thing here was, well, first of all, got to love that face. He looks like he's got a little Michael Scott from The Office in there. I like that. Yeah, blocked field goal at the end. Look at old Aaron. He had 339, and they still lose because Jonas Smith goes off in overtime. What do you say about the Jets other than, my goodness, what the fuck? They did. You got everything you wanted, Aaron. Everything. You got no excuses, bro. No excuses. None. Oh, shit. Hold up. Wait a minute. Spoon, let's go, man. Breaking news, everybody. Yo, congrats, Spoon. Spoon said I started my gig Jan 6. I'm joining the Wichita PD. What? Are you a cop now, bro? Spoon, are you a cop? Are you a cop? Fuck. Everybody be cool. I don't smoke weed in this state where it's not legal. Never have. Those are all made up stories. All lies. Yeah, that's the hilarious part, Heartthrob. And congratulations, Spoon. I'm really happy for you, man. RBD. 5-0 in the house. Oh, shit. Donna, all you criminals in here better hush. No, Flip. Spoon's not in Texas. Spoon's in Wichita, bro. He's in Kansas. Spoon. January 6th. That is kind of weird. You're joining the police on Jan 6. Spoon's gonna storm the station. Hey, that doesn't suck. $25,000 raise? Damn. Beers on Spoon. Proud of you, brother. Congrats. Congrats, man. Congrats. Time to clear the whores from the green room. Oh, God. Good point, Titan Hugo. Hey, fellas. Come here. Spoon, what is that? Get the whores out. No, he's a cop. He's a fucking cop now. No, Spoon. He's a fucking cop. Get the fucking whores out. Bro, is that a donkey? Whose donkey is that? Oh, Clarence? Oh, okay. Jesus Christ. Get him out. Tell Clarence, fuck, don't bring no more goddamn donkeys in here. Jesus. All right. Let's do the rest of the scores. Congrats to your Dolphins, Heartthrob. Yeah, Jonnu Smith. Not a goddamn target. Catches the OT winner. Wasn't he targeted like 3 times in OT? and not a single target the whole game. Hilarious. Let's go. What else? I would like to talk about. Yes, I say you know your judo well. Sam Darnold fucking went off. Look at that. 22 of 28. Bro missed on 6 passes. 347 yards. 5 titties. No inties. A 157.9. Just fuck. They didn't even need Aaron Jones, and he still got a touchdown. I mean, look at this pass distribution. Oh, that is one thing I wanted to point out. That's a good question, Spoon. I want to go back to something though. That was on my bullet points that I wanted to talk about this week. This is one thing I wanted to mention about the Lions. This is something that I don't know if anybody is pointing out. But I noticed this. Here's what's scary about the Lions offense. Look at the balance. Okay, look at the balance. Right? David Montgomery, 14 carries. Jahmyr Gibbs, 15 carries. All right. So you talk thunder and lightning and all that bullshit, rest. And you know, are these great averages? No. Is that great numbers? No. But I told you we saw Packers have a pretty decent defense, right? So, but balance. They both have the same number of carries essentially. But look at this. I mean, when you talk about balance in the passing game, even with a guy like Amon-Ra St. Brown and Sam Laporta. 5 catches, 5 catches, 6 catches, 5 catches, 5 catches, 6 catches. Look at the targets. 8 targets, 7 targets, 7 targets, 6 targets, 5 targets, 6 targets. Folks, that's balance. Now, Jameson Williams has 80, 54, 43, 43, 33, and 33. But you talk about spreading the ball around. You talk about targeting. You talk about running the ball with a two-headed monster. That's the scary part of Detroit's offense is not only do they have depth with, David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs at running back, who, by the way, mixed into the passing game. I don't know if you noticed that or not, but there they go. They had equal number of pass receptions as did Amon-Ra St. Brown and Sam Laporta. This is balance. How do you defend that? That's what's scary. That's what's scary about them. And I wanted to mention that because I think it's worth noting. Good luck. Good luck, NFL defenses. That's the hard part. If they're going to do that every week, fuck. That's crazy. So I just had to point that out. Back to it. That was a good question, though. Spoon. What does it say? Join Patreon, Spoon. I'm on Patreon. Yes. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. BTK. Dub said he's wearing a wire. He did. He does. Do the Vikings keep Sam Darnold? How do you not? Especially if they make a deep run. Especially if they beat the Lions in the playoffs. How do you not? Now, what you do, though, you definitely keep him. You sign him to a short but fairly lucrative deal that gives you an out each year. Okay? So you say, hey, we're going to give you a 3-year, something around $1 million deal, 60 guaranteed, 60% guaranteed, 70% guaranteed. You've earned it, kid, whatever. But each year we can get out of it if you shit the bed. Okay. And in the meantime, they can still, they still have the opportunity to bring along, what's his name? McCarthy. Wasn't it JJ McCarthy? Isn't that who they drafted? That's who they drafted, right? Yes, JJ McCarthy, wasn't it? Wasn't it JJ McCarthy? I don't remember. I think it was JJ McCarthy. I have to go look. I forget now. Y'all know me and my memory. It sucks. It was McCarthy. Okay, thank you, Spoon. Yeah, I wouldn't even say as much incentivized. I would just say, you've earned this. We're going to give it to you. And, we want you to teach old JJ how to, be a pro. So you're going to be here. You're going to get your payday. You've earned it. You're going to groom him. It's a poor choice of words. To be the heir apparent. He's going to take over. And you know that. And everybody wins. If you don't like it, hit the road, Jack. Go be a quarterback somewhere else and see how well you do. Because that's part of it, too. I think if you're Sam Darnold, you have to know, will you succeed in another system? Can you? Have you? Did you? All right. We don't really need to talk Eagles, Panthers. We did a little bit of that already. Steelers, Browns. Boy, the Mike Tomlin train keeps rolling. Russ and Co. I don't know how they do it. It's wizardry because Russell Wilson just he's a second half quarterback. He just keeps having shitty first half after shitty first half. Turns it on in the second half. And it helps that, in this game in particular, they get to play the Browns and they get to play old Pick Six Winston. I love me some Jameis Winston. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I love me some Jameis Winston. But God damn, he throws a lot of interceptions. The Jameis giveth and the Jameis taketh away, man. Every time, bro. It's literally, I would be curious, what is it for his career? I just got to know. What is his career? It's got to be close to 500. Whoa, it's not even close. Shit. 154 and 108. It just feels like every time I look, it's a 1-to-1 ratio. It just feels that way. It's not, but God, it feels like it. Mark said Russ finally passed Fields for snaps. Going to be a 6th round pick. Nice. Kadarius Toney career is over after that game. Tomlin walking like a cold pip these days. Tomlin don't care, bro. You can't hurt Mike Tomlin. I'll give Jameis Winston credit though. He's balling. He's doing his damn best with what he's got. I mean, hell, he made Jerry Jeudy a 1. But yeah, Russ has a mediocre first half at best. Let's see. There you go. It's 10-3. Then they come out. They put up 14 more. But that Steelers defense is bananas. Spoon said Tony got a ring and Randy Moss didn't. So, yeah. I mean, you can keep that garbage touchdown. That shit doesn't matter at that point. Is he better than Cam Newton? Who? Oh my God, Donna. I love that so much. Jameis Winston. I'm just praying the Lord delivers me from pick sixes. Like, fucking Jameis. Steelers are 10-3, man, and just quietly rolling. And I'll say this. And Nate, are you the Steelers fan that I was arguing with about Tomlin? Were you the one that? Are you saying is Russ better than Cam Newton, or is Jameis Winston? Jameis Winston is not better than Cam Newton. Cam Newton has an MVP. No. There's about fucking 20 teams that wish Mike Tomlin was their coach. What up, Tony? Look, I love the Steelers and what they've done. I'm excited for the Steelers and Mike Tomlin and their success. And he just keeps doing it. He just keeps rolling. They're not making a deep playoff run, though. They're just not. The defense will keep them in it. If they get a draw like the Texans early, they'll beat them. They'll beat them. Yeah, and just take the Super Bowl out because that's such a team effort to win that. So don't even, Swoon said no, Cam won a Super Bowl. Forget that. Cam won an MVP and Jameis doesn't have one. That's what I'm basing it off of. Did Jameis really say that? That's so funny. Oh my God, I love him. But they'll beat a team like the Texans, right? If they draw the Texans, they absolutely could beat them. But they're not going to beat, Did Cam not win a Super Bowl? I thought Cam, didn't he? I'm over here agreeing. He played in a Super Bowl, but didn't he? Cam Newton played in the Super Bowl. Yeah. They lost to the Broncos. That's what it was. That's the year he won the MVP. Yeah. He played the Super Bowl. Got to the Super Bowl. I don't know why I have this Cowboys block punt on loop. I can close that. Right. I think this week coming up, we'll give the temp on how far the Steelers will go. Okay. Jeff just needed me to say it was the Super Bowl that the Broncos won with head coach Gary Kubiak. Shout out to his niece. What up, girl? Okay. Panthers defense made that Super Bowl. No, he lost and cried like a bitch. RBD. So let's keep rolling. And come on. There we go. Raiders Bucks. Ugh. Raiders are a goddamn mess. Backup is hurt. I mean, somebody's got to win the NFC South, I guess. Bucks take control now that the Falcons lost. Seahawks beat the Cardinals. I expected better out of the Cardinals than that. I'm not really sure why. The Seahawks they're fun to watch, I guess. Geno Smith is just Sam Darnold with a hairline, I guess. I don't know. Geno Smith is the black Sam Darnold, or Sam Darnold is the white Geno Smith. Either one. They're just both having this resurgence. I guess really Geno did it first. So Sam is the white Geno Smith. Because Geno started it last year. But it's like, where'd this come from? He's been a journeyman this whole time. But he's found his groove in Seattle. He's still doing it, and they're still winning. So, yeah. Remember when the Texans almost had Peyton Manning? Shut up. Rams, Bills. Holy bejesus. Holy bejesus. A lot of people calling that game of the year. And Josh Allen, 6 touchdowns in this game. 6 touchdowns. And they lose. 3 rushing touchdowns. 82 yards rushing, by the way. 342 yards passing. 82 yards rushing. 6 touchdowns. And they still lose. What? That's just like, that's mind-blowing. That's mind-boggling. That's not only does it suck if you're Josh Allen, it sucks if you're the Bills. And if you're the Rams, you're like, hey, we're coming. I mean, look, it sounds absolutely crazy, but they're only 1 game back in the division. And they're healthy. They got Puka back. They got Koopa back. Puka? What? Koopa? Come on. The Rams could win the NFC West very easily. In fact, let's take a gander down the stretch what we got at both sketches. Let's take a peek-see. Rams have Niners, Jets, Cardinals, and Seahawks. Okay. And the Seahawks have Green Bay, Minnesota, Chicago, and the Rams. Oof. That's tough. So Green Bay and Minnesota will not be resting anybody in weeks 15 and 16. Won't be happening yet. So Seattle's definitely getting their best in weeks 15 and 16. For sure. Week 17. And then you have what could be decide who's going to the playoffs, decide the division winner in week 18. And the Rams, on the other hand, they've got a banged up, beaten down, oft injured. They just lost another running back in San Francisco. The Jets are trash. Arizona's meh. So literally the Rams, let's be honest. The Rams probably run the table before they get to Seattle. I'm confident in that. I'd be willing. Let's be conservative. Let's say the Rams go 2-1. Let's say the Rams go 2-1. That would put them at 9-7. Right? Yeah. They'll be 9-7 when they get to Seattle. And Seattle, I'm not so sure Seattle. They're both home games, Green Bay and Minnesota. Chicago's on the road. I could very well see them losing both of those and beating Chicago, which means they go 9-7. Folks, this is happening. This is Sparta! Sorry, I don't know what happened there. What up, King of Spades? Said, how do you feel about Cooper Kupp for anytime TD this week? I don't ever do that stuff. That's not my bag, baby. I do over-unders and money lines and shit. I do spreads. I don't really do the anytime touchdowns. But if I were you, this is what I would do. Because I don't do this, but this is what I would do. Okay? Well, hello, Steven the Weather Guy. Good to see you, pimpin'. This is what I would do. I'd come over here. I'd find a Cooper Kupp. Let's see. Hold on. Yeah, all right. And I would look. This year it is game log. Let's see. Shit. Hold on, let me pull this out here. This always does this when I have to shrink it down. Let's see. What the fuck is this game log at? All right, this is getting too complicated, sir. This is why I don't do this shit. It just throws the whole goddamn show off. This is why I don't do this shit. I would look at his game log. All right. He has scored 6 touchdowns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's played in 9 games. He's scored 6 touchdowns. 2 of those came in 1 game. So he's actually scored a touchdown in, physically scored in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the 9 games. You got about a 50-50 chance. A little over 50-50 chance. It's a coin flip, essentially. It's a coin flip. You could also look at it for his career. You could look at it with Stafford. You could look at it on the road versus home. I mean, you got to take all that into account, dude. All that. And plus, who's he playing? Now you got to take that into account too. The defense give up a lot of passing touchdowns. There's a lot of shit. That's why I don't do all that. My thing is spreads. I think that's what we're getting, though. I think that Rams-Seahawks game, that's going to decide the NFC West. I think it's going to happen. I'm willing it to happen. I'll tell you what, though. Some shit that ain't going to happen. The Falcons ain't catching the Bucks. I think it's time for Kirk Cousins to be benched. I'm sorry. I do. I think it's time. Aaron J. Bryant, I know you probably don't want to hear that, sir. I know you probably don't like to hear that. Maybe you do. Maybe you do want to hear it. I do believe it's time. Look, Kirk, and if nothing else, look, they're not out of it. Don't get me wrong. They're 7-6. Tampa's 6-7. They could catch them. Absolutely. In fact, let's look at their schedules down the stretch. That's not over. Let's see here. Tampa's schedule with 4 games left. Chargers, Cowboys, Carolina, New Orleans. Falcons' schedule is Raiders, Giants, Commanders, Panthers. All right. Bucks probably on the road playing the Chargers. Sure. That's a toss-up this week. I'd have to look at what the Laminator 5000 says. Let's see. Let's go pull that bad boy up. Let's see. Let's see what it tells us. Let's see. Gambling. Laminator. Plus, we need to see how we did this week. And then we're going to do fantasy. Week 14. Get scores. Week 14. Man, I did not have a good week. Laminator 5000 whooped my ass this week, man. Yuck. How many is this? How many games is there? 13 games. Oof, I went 7-6. Laminator 5000 went 8-5. Now, I did do good against the, I did do good over unders. I went 10-3 on the over unders. All right, Aaron says 180 million, so stay in and take that beating. Well, yeah, unless you're just going to keep sucking like you do. Bro, I don't know how to tell you this, but the Falcons have lost 4 in a row, and they're still only 1 game back in the division. And I saw somebody say this where they were like, "Nah, you don't put in, you don't bench Kirk now. You don't have a rookie come in and try to get you to the playoffs. What are you talking about? This is not the 1980s. You know what I mean? Like this is not your dad's NFL. That's not how this works now. Right? This is not how, oh, well, you got to give these guys 3 years. Bro, CJ Stroud got the Texans to the playoffs. Like, look what's happening in Washington with Jaden Daniels. Like, Michael Penix Jr. should be expected, especially since he's got to sit there and watch and observe. Now you see how it goes. Get in there. Because if you do get on a playoff run, if you do get it, if you do make it, we're going to need you, kid. So go in there and get you some 4-game seasoning. Show us some magic. Get us there. But yeah, exactly, King of Spades. Bo Nix with the Broncos. He had a rough start. It wasn't great, but he's figured it out. I mean, come on, bro. Don't baby this kid. This is exactly why you went out and got him. Because Kirk has struggle bust down the stretch. And not just a little, bro. 4-game losing streak. So, look. Let's pull up week 15. Get the odds. Week 15. Come on, you dirty bitch. Hurry up. Sorry, I'm just waiting on 11 to 5,000 to fill in this shit. There we go. Week 15. Okay. Let's take a look at what the Laminator 5000 says. It is saying in that Tampa game. Where is that being played? That is in LA. So, yeah, the Chargers are favored by 3. Laminator 5000 says it's a 22-20 game Tampa. And then, so it would be taking Tampa in that. Okay. That Falcons game, and Falcons should beat the Raiders. I mean, look, those are winnable games, and those are not, I mean, it's not like you're playing a murderer's row down the stretch either. Yo, Miss Queen, what up? She said, my Cowboys. Ugh, girl. Come on. Like, ugh. They're bad, man. Titan Hugo, Will Levis. Come on, fam. Don't do that. We had a good list going. You jump in here and you tightened up our list. And in a way you loosened it at the same time. Don't, how dare you? How dare you disgrace the good name of that list with Will Levis? AJB said if we win the division, we're going to get our ass kicked in the playoffs. Yeah, but you know what? That's good. Hey, listen, AJB, it's the long game, man. You know what? Nothing could be better for the Falcons than to throw Michael Penix out there, put Penix out there, 4-game stretch, right? What's the worst that happens? You already lost 4 in a row with Kirk Cousins. Okay. What's the worst? I mean, he's going to lose 2 out of 3, maybe. I mean, he might win those games anyways. But look, let me play devil's advocate for you for a second. Those are 3 very winnable games, by the way. I mean, we all agree with that, right? I mean, Vegas, the Giants, and Carolina, although Carolina's playing a lot better with Bryce Young, those are 3 very winnable games. Washington's going to be tough, but that's some good seasoning. So you throw Penix out there. Let's say he wins 3 of those 4, right? You know that Tampa down the stretch, they've got the Chargers. They've got a pretty easy schedule too. So you just got to kind of hope that they falter. You got to kind of hope maybe Carolina catches them or Dallas or something. Cross your fingers a little bit, but if by some miracle you end up making it, not only does Penix get those 4 games under his belt, get some seasoning in a playoff stretch, in a playoff run, then he's going to get a playoff game. Now you go into next season. He knows he's the starter. It's his team. He's got a ton of confidence and the team believes in him. That's the best scenario. And boy, what a great scenario. What a great ending to a season that would be. Yeah, they lose. Who gives a shit? He got them there. He's the hero. It's his team now. And the city loves him, the team loves him, and everybody's happy. Worst thing, they missed the playoffs because they're missing the playoffs anyways. He gets 4 games under his belt. He looks good. But they miss anyways because Tampa has a cupcake schedule, but he comes in and wins 3 easy games. So he looks good. He gets confident. They win 3 of 4 down the stretch after a 4-game losing streak. They missed winning the division by a game. And he goes into next season with some confidence. There's no losing situation here unless he comes in and loses all 4. But then at least you know, oh shit, this dude sucks. This is our Bryce Young. We're fucked. We should trade him now. I would do it. 100% I would do it now. Now's the time. This is the perfect time to figure it out. You've got nothing to lose. I mean, if Kirk comes in and even if he does run the table, the odds of you making the playoffs are slim and none, and Slim's busy. Aaron said, that sounds great, but Kirk has me hot. Let's let him stay in there and get killed. No, man. You got to think long term. You're just getting revenge, man. You got to think about the franchise. Look, Alex said, and then Atlanta drafts Sanders and does this all again. Boy, if Atlanta drafted Sanders, whoo, boy, that would be something. Primetime 2.0, baby. Oh my God. Oh my God. Could you imagine? I'm about to give Aaron an erection. Watch. Aaron, I hope you're not driving. I'm about to knock your steering wheel out of your hand. Could you imagine if the Falcons somehow did what the Texans did and were able to get Shedeur Sanders and then took all their draft capital and said, fuck it, and traded up and got Travis Hunter and got their quarterback and their receiver, but not just their receiver, but a cornerback, their dual threat. Oh, I don't know, their Primetime 2.0, who also happens to be playing with Primetime. Oh my God. That's fairy tale shit. You got a boner now, don't you, Aaron? I know you do. I know you do. Last one here was, we're talking about, yeah, Bears 49ers. Sorry, Mark, no one gives a shit. Chiefs Chargers, they just keep doing it. They just keep doing it. They just keep fucking doing it. Props to them. Props to the Chiefs, man. I don't know if it's Taylor Swift magic. I don't know if it's, maybe God is a Chiefs fan. I don't know. But you know what? When you're 12-1, nobody can tell you shit. I can sit here and tell you it's luck all day long. It don't matter. 12-1, baby. That's all they got to say. 9-7 AFC South champs. That's it. Perry said the Chiefs know how to win. Well, let's consider a few things. Let's consider a kickoff that just doesn't hit the landing zone. That doesn't help. Because if that kickoff hits the landing zone and they have the same exact drive, and I'm not assuming that they don't, but let's just assume that we have the body of work in front of us. And I know starting where you start changes play calling. I get it. I'm not a fucking moron. Body of work, though, that field goal that hits off of the upright and goes in doesn't even hit off the upright. It's wide left. That's ball game. All they had to do was kick it in the fucking landing zone. And that field goal is wide left. That's it. I'm telling you, Andy Reid must have like nudes of the football gods or something. I don't know. I don't know. But I'll tell you what I wouldn't want to do. Play the fucking Chiefs. I wouldn't want to do it. I wouldn't want to do it. It's the craziest shit I've ever seen in my whole life. Props to him. Props to him. Spoon said, what would be a bigger draft pick, Michael Vick or Shedeur Sanders? Oh. Man. It's going to be hard to be better than Vick. I mean, everybody's really high on Shedeur, but I don't know. I'd have to. That's a great question. Gosh, it's hard to predict the future. I'm with you on that, Clarence. I'd say Travis Hunter. I think he's the can't miss and all that. Travis Hunter to me is the can't miss as a two-way also. So, Miss Queen said, do y'all see my Cowboys still making the wild card in the NFL playoff? No, sweetie. Cowboys are done. They're done. They've got too many teams to overcome, too many injuries to overcome. No. I'm sorry, but they're just, Yeah, it's bad. It's bad in Cowboy land. It's real bad. Okay, we've got fantasy to get to, a ton of fantasy to get to. So let's get to fantasy. Here, I have in my hand, let's see here. Jeez Louise. Yes. Oh, yes. Here's the odds. Let's see. Who was the matchup of the week? Matchup of the week was Austin Isotopes and Rolling on Dubs, which was Skiggity and PB Dubs out of league number 3. Yes. See. And let's just go ahead and get to that league. Yes, let's do it. So here's the scores from that league. Here you go. Jeff Bell put up 148 points, almost 149, and beat Uriel Villanueva's drafted under the influence, 148 to 114. So there's your matchup of the week. PB Dubs is rolling on Dubs at 6-8. Oh my god, damn. Skiggity. Holy shit. So much for a close one. God damn. Skiggity put up 180 fantasy points. Lord Jesus, what? Oh my God. Oh my God. So Skiggity wins 180 to 112. That's the matchup of the week. Skiggity's Austin Isotopes wins that. Not even close. Shit. So everybody that had Skiggities gets it. Let's see here. And interesting. Very interesting. Let me see. Yeah. Data assault range by, there we go. That would be shit. Oh my gosh. I didn't even answer this week. Fuck. I'm a dumbass. We had 2 people. 2 people picked Skiggity's team. I can't believe I didn't answer this week. What a dipshit. I'm the one that make the goddamn thing. And to see, this is what I get for allowing Rob to go first. I didn't even fucking put an answer in. What a dipshit. Do you see how honest I am? I could have just lied and said I picked Skiggity. I should. 2 people picked Skiggity. Those 2 people were Chris from Sam Houston, who needed it, and Skiggity. That's it. Nobody else picked Skiggity. It was all zeros across the board. At least Rob picked somebody, but he got it wrong. I'll be damned. So now, because of that, Skiggity has put himself back into a tie for first place. Let's get this data sorted. Sort by T. C to A. There we go. Yep. Only 2 points awarded this week. And that means $17 went into the winner's pool. $17 frickin' dollars. Which brings the winner pool dollar value up to $204. Which means first place is going to get $142. Second place would get $61.20. Alex, Jeff Bell, and Skiggity are tied for first. Jesus and Total Dallas are tied for second. Jared is alone in third with 7. Donna and Heartthrob have 6. Barry, Keith have 5. FJ, Mark, Sylvia, Spoon, and Chris Perez, which is Chris from Sam Houston, have 4. CC, Titan Hugo have 3, and SVG has 2. And Rob made a pick and still doesn't have a goddamn point. Spoon. If Bennis was Bennis, okay. If Bennis was good, yes, very nice. So there you go. There's your pick'em update. Now I won't be able to get the matchup this week, but I will post it on the Discord by tomorrow. I'll do it before I head to the station. Okay. So that's your winners and losers. You're all losers except for Chris and Skiggity. The rest of the fantasy scores look like this. Rest of League 3. What up, Alec? Alec, we got a rule around here. You're never late if you're here, buddy. You're never late if you're here. I am 3 for 3 though, right? Yes, you are, CC. You are 3 for 3. That is correct. That's a good point, Miss Queen. We do need to look at the bowl games. I haven't done that yet. We need to look at that soon. All right, rest of League 3 looks like this. Romocop protects. Not even close. Sylvia whooped his ass. 159-97. Dr. Dre on 290 bounced back. 120-91 over Rev's house. And Amos improves to 8-6. 160-78 over AJB's Dark Nola 40. Look at that. Whew. That's bigly. All right, going back to League 1. What is that? There we go. League 1. Oh, boy. That's a lot of points up there. Chris's CDC guidelines beat Jared Taylor's Caucasos 157-145. Fistful of Assholes beat Christian Alonso's taking another L 96-62. I don't even think he's trying. Tony the Handsome put up 158 and beat the Penix Mightier 158-129. Brian's best team beat Keith's Hanging with Hernandez 86-62. The champ is here. Black Sheep put up 159 and beat FJ's Hail Mary 159-92. So we've got, Chris from Sam Houston's 11-3 in that one. Who was the big winner in League 3? Who had the best record? A bunch of 8 and 6s. Okay. League 2 looking like this. For whom the Dell tolls, that's your boy. I put up 155, but it's too goddamn late. Beat Calzone Parade, which is Potch, 155-119. Chingones, which is Saul's team, 155. Lisa's team, 123, which is Lisa's loud team, excuse me. Vacation Mode, CC, put up 158. And 713 Hooligan put up 68. That is not good when you almost get beat by 100. Jenny's scary team keeps rolling. She's got 10 wins now. And she beat Alex's Carlsbergers 135-79. Hey, Alex, you suck at this. Clarence put up an even hundo and lost to truck driver Pookie's injury prone 151-100. And last but certainly not least, over in League 4. Damn, Jen. Jen put up 163 and beat Perry's Pie Eaters 163-123. Damn. Jesus. Jesus put up 189 and beat Mark G's Chi-Town Swifties 189-132. Spoon's Big Yeti's 150. Eric's Excellent Team 115. Heartthrob's Unseasoned Heathens scored 142 to improve to 7-7. Lil Uzi's Joe Pro's Buffaloes falls to 5-9 by only putting up 87 points. Wasn't even a fight. And last but not least, Dandy Dan and his team of disorganized disasters, 122. Titan Hugo's team punishment, 80. Still at 8-6, though. Jared Taylor said this week didn't matter. League 1 is set. Yeah, playoffs are just around the corner. So I need to get a standings update for you guys, which I will do soon, so that y'all will know. So I'll have standings and all that shit, but I will have the matchup for you guys tomorrow posted on the Discord so that you can get your picks in early. All right. Most points scored for the week. Let's see, who was that? 150. It was like 180, wasn't it? Let's see. I think it was Spoon again. Let's see. 180.1 was Skiggity. And then, yeah, Jesus put up 189. Woo, Lord. 189. Jesus. Just let me know when you do an NCAA bowl matchup. Oh, yeah, I should do that too. That's a good point, Queen. That's a really good point. You see that breaking news, Barry? No, what? Skiggity said, beat by Jesus again. What breaking news? What breaking news? Yanks land freed, 218 million. Oof. Record for a left-handed pitcher. Two-time All-Star Max Fried and the Yankees are in agreement on an 8-year, $218 million contract. Okay. Is that what you're talking about? Is that what you're talking about, Clarence? Hey, you suck too. That's right. Is that what you was talking about, Clarence? CC just got Keith's name. That's hilarious. Okay, I think that about covers it, guys and dolls. All right, cool. Yep, got that breaking news in, got the fantasy in. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Guess what? Browns waived Kadarius Toney. What? Can't believe it. All right, folks. Here's what's going down next. Ladies and germs. I can't believe Clemson plays Texas in round 1. Yeah. We talked about that yesterday. I'm happy with the playoffs. Just got some problems with the seedings. Baseball needs a salary cap. I'll be that guy. I don't disagree. Because at the end of the day, fans are going to be the ones paying for all this shit. That's the problem. And really and truly, you know what it's going to lead to? It's not even going to lead to ticket prices. Pay-per-view. That's what's going to happen. That's where all this is headed, folks. Write it down. All your sports is going to be pay-per-view one day. All of it. Just because these athletes are getting more and more money. Folks, listen, if you're not a member of the Patreon, you need to join. Specifically because I am about to do a private, I'm your private dancer. About to do a private 1-hour show as part of the Patreon membership. I've been very lackadaisical in my duties. I've been derelict in doing that. And pay-per-view, heard it here first. Yeah, could be that too. And I will be doing a 1-hour extra today, right now. The link will be posted on Patreon, and it will be private only. So that will be coming up next. I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to go pee, get shit together, and then we're going to come back. And those are fun. Those are a lot of fun. There's no rules. There's no set. Whatevers. We get after it. We have a good time and fuck around, and hopefully my nose will stop itching by then. I feel like I did a pound of Coke or an 8-ball, I guess. Whatever. It's just dry. I need to go put some Aquifer in there. But yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. I promised you we're going to get back to it, and your boys deliver. All right. So we're going to get back to it. But that's it. Remember, no more shows this week. That's the week, folks. For those of you that didn't know, or maybe joined late, didn't hear, I will be on ESPN Radio tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday here in Houston, ESPN 97.5. Make sure you tune in for that if you're local. They do have a Twitch. It is very toxic, so I don't recommend it. I don't even pay attention to it, nor do I pull it up. Yeah, and I will also be there on Monday on ESPN 97.5. So what does that mean for you? It means there will not be a show until Tuesday. All right? The next show for the next Barry on Deck will be Tuesday of next week. So until then, if you can't make an ESPN airing or you can't make, brother, your lips to God's ears, homie. Bring back the suspects. If you can't make a show, hey, have a great weekend, a great rest of the week, a great weekend, and I will see you next Tuesday. All right? Till then, if I don't see you in the private hour next, do me 3 favors, please. Please? Please. Be safe. Be kind. And most importantly, love each other. All right? Hey, I'm going to go hit the head. I will be back. What the hell? I will be back, and we will have a private hour. I will post the link on Patreon and in the Discord. All right? It'll be on Patreon. It'll be on the Discord. We will do a private show. Might be some titty involved, a little butt crack, some taint. You know, no feet. No feet. That's OnlyFans. That's Barry on Dick. That's a whole other show. All right. I love you guys. Hopefully I'll see you in the private hour. If not, I'll see you next week. I'll see you on the radio. I'll see you whatever. All right. Love you guys. Bye. Did I wax? Brother, I shaved. Oh, Alec wants to rate betting news. You got it, pimp. You got it, Alec. Let's get it. Let's go show some love to betting news. Hopefully that dude's wearing the weird beard. Let's go. Betting news. Let's get it. Betting news. Let's get it. Here we go. Show some love to betting news, you guys. Say hi, everybody. Come on, we can get more than 13. Come on. Show some love, and then I'll see you in the private hour. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Say hi.